Hope so.
And
That it
your,
works.
I don't know what's going on with your like Discord stream.
Usually,
Strange.
like that never happened to me before. Mm. Okay, now you just got a notification.
Oh yeah, I did. Right here. Um,
You need a number?
what's, yeah, what's the number?
8. Let me see if it works now. It should 100% it should work now.
Yeah. Yeah, loved it. Yeah, loved it. I'm gonna stop your stream, see if it fixes it, because like it's like coming in and out.
Yeah, wait.
Um,
Oh
try to
no, it
see.
works. No, it works. I'm in.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay, I'm in your account now. Okay, finally. Finally,
Give me
guys. Finally,
give me 1 second.
guys.
Let me make a phone call real quick. I'm sorry,
Okay.
bro. I was supposed to be picking up my girlfriend. Okay, she didn't pick up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, now
If she calls back, I'll just like mute it,
yeah.
but I'll be listening.
Okay. That is fine, but now we can actually look at your account.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like I just want to see how much you saved for this event. Okay, you're good. Let's see, well,
I
what do you
actually I
have?
actually did like 50. I actually did like 50 like summonings.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I did 50 as well. Okay, let's look at what you have in your box real quick so I have a better understanding. Oh, you already have your R3? I don't have a R3, I think I have a R2 still.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just got the R3 today.
okay, I think I will get it tomorrow. Oh, it's the bounty thing, right? Then you have Raven, Ophelia. Okay. If Unas, you have one Leo, Ash, Izanami you got. You have the other stuff. Jin is there, Elaine sucks. Hmm. Let's take a look real quick what you have. Okay. Oh, you don't have an Ethan and you don't have a CJ. Let me look at
No,
this
I
real
don't have
quick.
Ethan. I don't have CJ. I don't have Embla.
Yeah, fuck Embla. Brewster, you don't have CJ, Ethan, Embla. Okay. I guess I have an idea. What do you need help with?
Honestly, just like I want to start like getting into PvP like seriously.
PvP. Okay.
Yeah.
So what PvP content like point war, knockout, RTA, holo battles, everything or something?
Mainly point war, maybe knockout, because RTA hasn't been back in a while. So maybe if I understand point war better and knockout better, I'll be able to better at RTA as well.
Okay, I think for the beginning we will focus on point war because as
Yeah.
soon as you get a better understanding of point war, you have an idea of knockout because there are like two teams running, right? Point war 13, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're basically your first goal should be getting into point war 16, 17. That should be your goal. Point war 18 isn't really a thing for you at the beginning.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think I think max is like 13 or something.
okay. Okay, then let me look. So you have an R2 Zora, which is good, and you have an Raven, which is also good. So we have a couple of things where we can play around with. Um, First and foremost, I click on someone and let's see what you're running for offense. So I already see your first issue here. Your
Yeah.
first issue is that you're running double AP push in this HP boost fucking shitty ass meta. So that's
Yeah.
that
So with this team, I've been like really selective of who I fight.
okay.
Like I don't. I just yeah. It takes me a while to get a match,
Okay.
as you
So
can probably tell.
so we will start with what you should run, okay? And we will start by, you know what? We will, because you have the units for it, you actually have the units for it, we will make a cleave team for you. Okay? And that's what you will run with. Cleave team. And what we're doing is izanami will be definitely your speed leader if you need the speed lead. The Unas always put, by the way, you always, your AP pusher, you want to put on the second slot. Second slot is always the AP pusher thing. Because people don't know this, but for example, this other guy here runs a Dahlia, right? If, for example, both of your units have the exact same speed, and your Unas is, let's say, on the rightmost spot, and this one is on this fourth spot, right? And you have the exact same speed, that Dahlia will move before your Unas. Because she's
really?
one slot. Yes,
Oh wow,
because she's one slot to the left. So your AP pusher is always in the slot here. Always. Don't put it anywhere else beside the second slot. The second slot is always your AP pusher slot. Then we will remove Clara from your team. And I feel like, because usually it really depends on relic quality, right? You could run Zora for the extra damage because you have R2. But I think you don't have the relic quality to do that. So we are not going to use Zora. And instead we will use Raven. And we will remove Leora from your team. And we will use Gaius. Okay? Not Leora, but Gaius. And that slot, here's your floater slots. Like, if you think, like, if you feel like you have to encounter a, how you call it, like a speed battle. If you encounter a speed battle, then you bring your izanami slot 1, Uno slot 2, and then the rest, okay? But if there's a tank team, you don't want to use the speed lead, so we remove the izanami from your team, okay? Then we put Gaius into your attacker slot, and we will add, what do you have here? We will add Leora in here. Because you also don't have a Brewster or something, but I also like to use that stuff. So that's what you would ideally run. So this would be your team if you don't fight against
like speed leads.
Speed leads, exactly.
Yeah.
So the set you're running on your Unos right now, is that your fastest set?
Yeah, that's my fastest. I
That
don't have
that
any like quad. I don't have any quad rolls or anything. That's the max I can get.
You don't have any quads. Oh, that's kind of.
Any quads? Not at all. Yeah.
So I can tell you, just because you're running a cleave team, which is what I do, you should only farm Chronos. Don't do APAP, don't do Fafnir, and that's also one thing I can always tell, like, you're not beginner. I would call you late game player. That's where what I would say about your account. Late game, you're playing since day one, but still, I mean, you didn't even break like plus 200 yet. You're a late game, but not end game. Um, you should, like, people should always focus on one ritual miracle. In your case, it will be Chronos. Farm Chronos, only Chronos, nothing else, because you get wind relics and war relics there. That's everything you need right now.
Yeah.
That's everything you need right now. And basically, what we're trying to achieve here is, you know what? I will look at your relics, and also you need more gold, by the way. You definitely need more gold. I don't know, like,
I just spent like 20 million.
okay.
Like literally like 5 minutes
Let
before we
me
got into I got into the top.
let me look at your espers real quick, because I just want to see your relic situation right now. So you have equipment market, 1,600 relics. So first of all, what I will do for you is I will do you a favor and sell all your. Oh, why did you lock them? Get rid of all these 5 stars. You don't need this level 50 relic. That's just stupid. Then also what you want to do is We want to focus on good stuff. So we click on 2 here, because then you see all these 2 relic thingies, and you want to always sell these, right? But 1600 is not a lot. I have like 4200 right now after selling and shit like that. But we will see what we can achieve. Okay, let's see what we can achieve. So what I do first is I go to your UNAS because that's your fastest unit right now, right? The first thing I do is I will look, and I guess you have a good understanding about your relics, and I will
Yeah.
look for speed. Oh, you actually have one. So what I do immediately if I see this, boom, plus 15, and see what kind of rolls we get. Okay, triple resist roll.
That's literally the story of my account.
Okay,
That's how my account usually goes.
then we do this. Plus 12, that's not good. And
So
and
I
then
don't
you
think I have a +3 for the headphones. I think it's the only one I don't have a +3 on.
and also start selling shitty gear. Okay. Let's see, maybe we can get a quad roll for you. Nothing. Oh fuck, man, that.
We don't have no gold.
Oh my god, that gold issue. Wait, let's do it like this. No, no, we have to do small steps. I'm used to having like a lot of gold, so it.
Come on, speed. Come on. Ooh, let's
Speed.
go.
Yeah, but that doesn't really change a thing for you right now. So we have to look.
Yeah. So do
That's
the
it.
headphones. I think the headphones is the only one that doesn't have a 3 roll.
Speed, nice. Another speed, nice. Another speed?
Nice. Come on, come on. Please give me my first quad.
Oh no, quad. But enhance. So also important thing for you to know is do not use your pentas like your like 4-5 thingies on a triple row. Only use them for quads, okay? Because they're
Yeah,
rare.
I've been trying to save them, but I don't get. I haven't gotten like much of them, but I've been trying to save them.
See? And now what we're gonna do for your UNAs, just by logging into your account, I already improved your UNAs within 5 minutes. Has now
Okay.
more HP and 1 speed more. And now
Try to see if you
let's.
can sell like a little bit more relics, and then the
Yeah, we
headphones. I
have.
think is
Yeah.
the only one that doesn't have the triple roll.
So let's look at you. Does your UNAs have the same relics here? Kinda, right? It actually has the same relics. So we replace that. And then we look at these relics here. Nice, speed. Speed again.
Oh,
Potentially plus 16, but we cannot do anything. Are you always locking your runes? Your relics?
I love the ones that I intend to see if they're gonna get the triple or quadruple rolls. That's the only ones I
Yeah,
lock.
but you really need to
Oh, and then the
sell.
crit damage one as well.
Yeah, but trust me, you don't need like elites. Elites suck. This, for example, I don't know why you lock it. I mean, it has crit damage, but then it has defense. That's like you don't want to have that because that one I see. Okay, it has crit rate, crit damage, attack. Maybe if we do it like +3, maybe it gets speed. Okay, that's not even that good anymore. That might be something for this one you don't want to lock. Actually, okay, you need speed, so it's fine, I guess. But this one just success. We sell this, we sell this. You're probably running the same stuff PvP like in PvE, right? So let's look at your stuff here
Yeah, the headphones
because
is the one that the headphones is the only one that doesn't have a triple roll.
Whoa, first one is speed. Yeah, that's already risky. So we're switching relics here. Let's see if we find. What is this?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with like the speed on this account, but like it's been terrible.
This one is absolutely shit, so we sell it. Because we don't need shit relics, right? You need to start getting rid of shitty relics. So this, for example, the stuff I'm doing you a favor here. Also, you need the gold. Stuff like this you just don't need. This is just
Yeah.
something you will never use. This one is completely useless. This one, yeah, I don't see any like you. That one 100%. So what I do for wind relics, wind needs speed. If it doesn't have speed, I sell. That's what I do.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's never a time for you where you ever want to use a wind relic with no speed, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this one, I don't know, maybe I feel like I don't want to sell this because you maybe need the accuracy for something. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
I
So I
think
will.
that one's. I think I ran that one with my Apollo. I
Mhm,
couldn't find one with that had higher speed.
mhm. We sell
Because then I ended up
resist for
switching
now.
Apollo to Tyranny anyway. So
Uh, let's get rid of shitty relics first. So there we go. We found something. Let's see how we can roll this. Okay. First roll, can we get speed? We just want to have speed. Uh,
yes.
no, I don't want to roll because we are low on gold. This one is already sucky. I personally would sell this one. It has attack and crit damage, but still, no crit
Yeah, there's
rate,
no
no
spray
speed.
rate, no speed. Yeah.
Yeah. This one is an auto sell. Only looking for speed here. If it doesn't have speed, just sell it. Okay, we found something with speed. Upgrade it. Boom, another speed.
Come on. Give me another speed. Come on, give me another speed, boy.
No, nothing. We sell it. This one, yeah, maybe for you. This one we upgrade it once and see if we get speed. If we don't get speed, it's absolutely unusable. And we have one more here. You really have to start being picky with your relics, by the way. Like only keep the good stuff.
Yeah,
Sell
I
everything.
think I have a problem with the
Uh,
hoarding.
sell everything below superior. Then we have what's your best tier? Triple roll as well. You don't have any quads, right?
Nope, not a
Okay,
single one.
so what we're doing now is
In any set.
so we're looking for speed, and then we click on 4 here. So you have a shit ton of flawless. You have a shit ton of flawless here with
Mhm.
speed, by the way. Shit ton of flawless with speed. So what we're trying to do is first roll into speed. Second, flat defense, it's fine. Flat defense again, boom. This one we sell. Next one. We
Okay, so
continue
you just go
do
like one by one. Okay.
one by one. And I'm trying because okay, we have crit rate that might be useful for you at some point. We'll keep that in
But
case you
it
need
doesn't have
for
any attack.
bruise. For bruises. So this one, for example, is just all speed, right? So I'm just calculating in my head what possible speed you can get. Okay, we got the first roll in speed. Now let's give us more speed. Second roll, deflate, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's still fine. It's still fine. Now it's trash.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not.
Now it's trash. So we sell. And we just keep doing that till we potentially get something we can use. So, oh man, you're lock. I have to start
Yeah,
locking my relics for the
th
good stuff,
this
but
this account is like I'm telling you, it's like cursed with these with the speed.
we
Because like
just
if I hadn't been rolling like ever, then yeah, I get it. but I've been like I have no gold because I just roll my stuff like daily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Come on, give me another one. Come on, give me another one.
Nice.
Another one. Oh god, that's funny.
We are getting
It's like
debated here.
it's literally how it's been since day one. Like I got a relic the other day and it was like attack it was like attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and then it was a superior. It rolled into resistance, and then it
Mm-hmm.
rolled 5 upgrades into resistance.
You should have watched my stream
That was it.
earlier. I got a flawless wind blade with speed on it,
Hmm.
and I got a penta roll into accuracy.
Jesus Christ.
So
Yo, come
this
on, give me
one
one.
could be usable for you, this relic here.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not gonna do it plus 15, but just because we don't have gold.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna roll it any further than that.
Okay. Guys, if you're watching, make sure you like the stream. Oh boy out.
Okay,
Put
let's
out
see.
some good content.
Yeah. Also, I actually wanted to ask you something. You can maybe help me with that, like
Yeah.
answering that question. So, do you know, is there a way for me if I like I'm streaming right now, right? YouTube streaming.
Mm.
Is there a way for me to like after I end the stream that I can download the stream to make it
Yes.
a
So
video? Because the only way I know is like I need YouTube Premium.
so no. So you go onto your content, your studio, then you go to live, and
Right.
then there's the 3 dots.
YouTube Studio.
Yeah. Go on
Then I got
content.
content, live
Then
streams,
go on the live stream. You see
the three
after the
dots.
comments, 3 dots and it says download right there. You see it?
Yeah, it says like I press it, then it says download, right? Can I just
Yeah. So
download?
that's
Oh,
where you
I
download
can
it right there.
actually download. Oh my God. I
Yeah.
remember
So
like,
what I do, because like it takes a while. So what I do
ah,
is when
just
I
shorten
stream,
it.
I also record it. That's what I do.
Ah,
So when I stream, I record it, and then that way, as soon as I'm done with the stream, I already have the video, and I can already edit it right then and there.
okay. I mean, okay. I see. I mean, I could just shorten it down and then download it and then post it as a new video, something like that. But okay, good to
Yeah.
know. Then
So what I
at
do,
least.
like what I do with my summon sessions, is like while I'm doing them, I'm recording on the Streamlabs as well. And then
Mhm,
as soon as I'm done with the stream, I can just take the recording, chop it
mhm.
up into a video, and then put it up like a shorter stream kind of.
I see, I see, I see.
Yeah, that's what I do. Oh, that's two. Come on, give me another one, please.
Accuracy. You can still use that one, I guess. But we're really looking for. Actually, let's start doing +6 because that shit annoys me. Okay, this is Saki.
Yeah. Um. But yeah. I actually have to like leave because like my girlfriend's like screaming at me right now. I'm supposed to
Yeah,
pick her up
really?
like 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, like you just have fun. Like do a proper account review if you need to. I won't be on the game until like probably reset. So do like an account review, like an actual one. I'll just watch it whenever I get back,
Okay, I
and then
see.
I'll hit you up on Discord if I have like any questions or anything if
Yeah,
you're
I
streaming
will.
live.
I will try to do stuff, and afterwards I will download the whole thingy. Like I shorten the whole thingy, download it, and then I make a post a video tomorrow, I guess, making it
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like this
that
way. So
that works.
what I will do now on your account basically is I try to figure out how to rune your stuff, and once I did that, let's see how we perform in PvP then. That's what we
Yeah,
do.
that works, and it's actually gonna be better because like if I just wait for your video, I'll just be like surprised. I'll
Okay.
just like do the like watch the stream later on tonight, and I'll
Okay,
just be
good.
surprised. I'll hit you up on Discord though.
Yeah, of course.
All right, man. I'm gonna leave my thing on, so I'll be on the chat, but
It's
I won't
fine.
be like actually here.
Okay,
All right, man.
it's
Thank
fine.
you. Appreciate you. And
Okay.
guys, like this stream, guys. If you're watching, like the stream. Support boy. All
Okay,
right, I'll
thank you,
catch you,
thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
See ya, see ya, see ya. Okay, guys, in the stream, let's help out our boy iSUMMON. Mm. Actually, let's get his PvP team running, right? Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. So I guess I try 2 or 3 relics more and see if we can improve his speed, right? And if we don't get that, I want to see how his relics are looking like right now and just get the setup right. He definitely needs quadros. Like, it's insane that he has absolutely none so far. And the problem is we don't have any gold to work with. So the only thing I can do right now is work with the relics he has right now. Oh, wait, then we do this real quick. Oh, actually, let's do this real quick. So we move that over here. We don't need it right now. Just move everything over to the essences. And now what we're doing is we go to preparation, and then we try to figure out what we can do with him, okay? So it is what it is at this point right now. We have to live with the fact that his Unos is at the speed it is. Okay, we cannot do anything about the speed right now. We have to say it is what it is, right? And live with that. Now there are other things to focus on. So the first 2 things I want to focus on for now is the Ashley and the Gaius. So my opinion, like what's this build? Attack. We need to switch this one here. So we definitely need crit damage and speed and crit rate. Dude, he has this relic on the Hardy? Why? The Zora doesn't need it right now. Oh, that's War. But she's on War too, so that's fine. So I feel like we will give Ashley this one for now. That looks way better. This looks way better. But what we are trying to aim for is like 120 speed. That's actually what we want to have. 120 speed. So if we upgrade 4 speed, 4 speed, then we are at 109 speed. Okay, we focus on that afterwards. Then we need to look at the Gaius. The Gaius is on a speed set, but he's still too slow. The crit damage is fine. So what I want to have from this Gaius is more speed. I really don't care too much about the other stats. I really wanna have more speed on this Gaius. And I really don't care that he has Avatara because the only relevant stat on him is the attack one because he doesn't need crit rate, right? So we are going with a broken set for him right now. So we're going with speed, maybe attack, and see what he has. This one, perfect. Perfect relic. Boom. Already has more speed. Already has more speed. Then we give him an upgrade. Already better, right, guys? Then we look at this here, And what we want to have from this one is these kind of stats. So we look and see. Let's give him that. So Fonda, he's running Fonda. He has literally no Fonda relic with a speed sub on it. I like this more, even though it has less attack, he has more HP. I want to have him a little bit tankier, a little bit. So we are giving him this upgrade. Just to make him a bit more tankier, so he has a little bit more survivability, right? And this one is okay. What can we get here? Like we're looking for attack, speed, and crit damage. And he has literally none here. So he has attack speed there. Attack, speed, crit rate. Speed here, speed here, speed here, no speed here, a little bit of speed here. He does need the crit rate, and force speed doesn't make a big difference. But he has the speed here. But he loses on stats. I feel like that's the best we can do for now. We just keep it this way. For the time being. We keep it this way. And let's see what we can upgrade here. So this, okay, we can still upgrade the defense, which we will do. More defense. I actually want to keep these Thunder sets because he doesn't have that many and we might need more from them. This was a 7 roll and this one is a 1 for 5 plus 5 roll. Okay, I see. Okay. Then we have the Ashley again. Look at the Ashley again. She's faster than Guy, so that's fine. Stat-wise, this is fine. So next up, we want to look at his izanami. There are ways we can do stuff with her. So he built on Astralis because he did a little bit of Astralis farming, but I don't like her speed. I like these stats, but I don't like the speed. That's the only thing I don't like. That's the only thing I don't like. So I want to improve the speed here. I really don't care too much about her attack value. So what I want from this year is I want to have, so he's running recurve, so we're trying to look for recurve to preserve her accuracy. And we're looking for attack. So if we have accuracy, crit damage, speed, attack here. Attack, crit rate, speed here. We use this one. That's good. Usually I would change the set, but actually the set is fine right now. I really don't want to change the Astralis set, but I just wanted to make her faster. So she's at 210 speed, and the Ashley is at 2.8 speed, which is fine for the time being. Now we want to look at leora. Leo is too slow for me. I know he has Thunder Relic, so we want to give her that one. He has decent crit rate subs. I really want to make her faster though. More speed. He has literally no crit damage with speed. This one looks good. Boom. Do we have something better for this slot here? I feel like it's already perfectly speed tuned in a sense, but let's see if we can improve on that. Speed. So here's Xander here. Crit rate, speed. I think 11 is too high for what we're trying to aim for. Let me revalue the speed values. This is Gaius. So this Gaius is at 203 speed. And the Leo is at 204 speed. That's perfectly fine. That's actually what we wanted, 204. And the Ashley's at 208. So we could potentially give her that relic, but I really don't like losing the attack and HP for 4 speed, and it needs to be kind of balanced. So we can work with that. Now let's see what we can upgrade here. This is upgraded, this is upgraded. Always check if the relics are upgraded, right? So this one is not upgraded here. So we can add boom, more attack. We add more flat stats to that. And then I kind of want to have a little bit more speed on her. 2, it's fine for what we're trying to aim for. Then we look at this relic here, where we can get value. We have one more. 5%. And the flat one we also want to increase, right? 29. And then we check this one here. Defense isn't upgraded, so we upgrade the defense as well. And then we upgraded everything we can for her. And suddenly she has more attack, 200 more attack. For her, we check the same thing. Just add the stats. Just adding stats. Here we have HP. Give her more HP. We can give her more damage. And here as well. Make her tankier. Because what we're trying to do for iSUMMON here is building a cleave team. Because I looked at his units and cleave is the best thing he can go with. The only thing that he really needs to do is farm gold and farm Chronos. Like a shit ton. Then we look at Gaius again. and check if he has any relics which are not upgraded. So they are all upgraded. Then we look at the izanami. Also not upgraded, right? So you need to upgrade everything, guys, everything. Cleave is not easy to build. People who think like, oh, Cleave is so brain dead and shit like that. They don't know Cleave is hard to build. If you run tank, you just look for HP defense and that's it. You don't have to think. You really, like with tank, you don't have to think. Just upgrade everything you can. Everything you can. So this one you also want to avoid. If you have like +20, you don't want to use a +5. That's not what we're doing here. Let's see. So we upgraded everything. And our stats improved as well, right? So what else I wanted to look at in case... oh, he has a TA, which is good. So we have two things here. What we want to test now. So we just built... We need to build one more unit, by the way. We need to build his Raven. And we want to build her on wind, and we look for speed, and we don't really look for damage for her. She's just a support unit. We just want to see what we can get away with. So we use this one. This one. We use this one. This one for now, and let's see how much speed we can get. That's all we really need for her. She actually doesn't need to be that fast, by the way, in his setup. Actually, we want to make her slower. In his setup, we kind of want to make her slower. So we really don't need that much speed on her. So what we can do is now, we can use this, right? But I explain why we actually want to improve on that. So for example, he's here, this guy here. It's a good example of what we want to do. So this guy, we want to use these two, and we want to use the izanami. And I also want to have a different unit, like, actually, so here, izanami. So what we're hoping for is to outspeed his Dahlia. Let's see, we might have to build TA as well for him. And also, okay, now we have the first turn. Now we want to see the AP. So 70%, 68. So that's not good enough, guys. 85, that is fine. She has 71, that's fine. So the threshold is so our Gaius right now is too slow. We wanna have him at, when Unas moves in this setup, we want the Gaius at least at 70% AP. Because then we can guarantee for him to move. That's about to happen. That's fine still. Now we use the S3 of the Raven. And from looking at the turn order, his stuff is very slow, right? So we just want to strip and land the defense break. And since we have like 99% accuracy, there's a high chance of us to remove all that shit. Okay, we weren't that lucky. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's turn on the volume. And we do our thing. That's still fine. And now Gaius. Attack down, which is good for us on the Wukong. We killed the Wukong because we stripped. We transform back. And we killed. So what did we just discover? That the Gaius is just a tad bit too slow. So 200 free speed doesn't cut it. 208 does it. So we kinda need more speed on him, right? So we go to prep again. And let's see if we find a relic for the Gaius. Where is he? So the Gaius is here. And we try this one here. If we can get something with a little bit more speed. So we want to have speed, we want to have attack, and we want to have crit damage for him. That's all he really needs. So plus 15, that's 7 more speed. That would be 210. Which would work. Let's see if we can find something else. This one looks good. This is even better. Now he has 207 speed. Let's see if 207 is enough. Right? 207. So we attack this guy here. With this setup again. And let's check the values now. If the Gaius is now fast enough. 70%, perfect. Perfect, that's what we wanted, 70% AP. Because now we can 100% guarantee for when Unas buffs that the Gaius follows up because he has 70, so he gets pushed to 100%. Because he doesn't have a, like, it's not like, if she was, for example, at 99% AP, she would still be at 99% AP. And for example, if the Gaius wouldn't have been at 70%, now he's at 100, there could be the possibility that, for example, if the Clara was almost as fast as the Unas, that like those 3 units on the left move, but the Gaius doesn't follow up. Because then the Clara cuts and like cleanses everything, heals up and pushes the whole team. That's something we don't want to happen, right? That's fine. Then we do this. And we won. What we can also do is, now that we actually have the setup that it works, but if he's scared, we want to build a different unit as well. So what we're going to do now is build his TA to ensure, in case, for Ashley's, if we're fighting Ashley's, that's why we want to build a TA. So in that sense, we're looking for wind again, and all we want to look for is the same as for the Raven, which is speed and accuracy, right? Speed and accuracy. So we're giving her this one. We give her this relic here, because Raven doesn't need to be that fast. And we try... I don't know why he has the Alice, but we just strip the Alice. There we go. More speed. Then we look for this set here. Gabby, for example, doesn't need it. Fuck Gabby. We're not using the gap here. We're using the TA. And then we want to have even more speed. I don't want to strip his Ahmed. But I will strip his Tricky. Because he doesn't need the Tricky. And now we have a decently fast TA with 175 and very good accuracy for him. And then we can do different things. So here, this guy is the best like test object for us to not use her. Also, we have to fix Raven real quick, and we give her this relic here. Fuck it, right? And then we have a setup. And we use, instead of the izanami, we use the TA. And let's hope we outspeed this guy. Uh-oh. That's sucky. That's very bad for us. But now, the only good thing is we can strip. We still survived, we can still win. No, we cannot win anymore. So this is something we lost because this guy just outspeeds us, right? So we cannot hit this guy. But the general idea is there. We try this guy here and do the same thing again. And this guy outspeeds us too. Okay, this is now very bad for us. And I'm actually thinking about making the Raven faster than the Tia, to be honest. I'm actually thinking about that. Because now the Tia doesn't do anything. Okay, the Raven didn't also do anything. So that wouldn't even have... that wouldn't even made any sort of difference. And we lost. Nice showcase, by the way. Nice showcase. Let's see what we can... Like another guy, right? Let's try again. Now we finally outspeed, right? So this is a case where if we look at the HP bar, we see we move first, then the enemy tier moves, then our tier moves, then the Raven moves, right? So we push up everyone to 100%. He can't do anything, and our tier moves. We are still fine with our attack order, but we really don't want the Dahlia to move next, so we S3. And then we defense break. Buff up. And then the Gaius attacks. And the only thing that survived was the Dahlia, which is fine. We still won. We still won the fight. Now let's say we fight something tanky, like this guy here, for example. Looks kinda tanky, right? So what we wanna do in this case is we wanna add the Leora. And I hope it works. So in theory, she should move before Gaius just because she has higher base speed. And let's hope that just... And we buy tickets. And let's hope it works the way I'm thinking about that it does. So we are moving first. So we look at the attack order. We see, okay, the Ashley is moving after the Gaius. That is not what we want to happen. So we have to make adjustments after that. So we're also not using the S3 now. We're just landing Sears and buff up. Usually the JJ should have been dead by that. Okay. Now we use the S3. So that's something very shitty, just because we couldn't do the Gaius hit. We're probably not gonna win this fight. But we know where the issue was, right? And that was that the... So we buff up. We're trying to get a turn and get rid of the JJ. I don't think we can win, but we will see. I don't think so, just because of the height. That was good. Then we attack the Ahmed. We buff up. And then we S3 again. Sadly, no crit. We try to def break. No defense break. S1. S1. Okay. Nope. That doesn't work just because the Ashley is just slower than the Gaius, right? So we have to make the adjustment, and the adjustment in that sense is we want to upgrade the speed. +3 is already fine enough. Now we do the same shit again, but now this time the turn order is right. So we do the exact same thing again and see what happens this time after properly doing the speed tuning. See, and now what we are doing here is we're using the S3 of the Leora on the JJ. And this fight here already looks way better than the fight before that. Since this guy is moving and has it as S3 up, we're using the S2 to protect the Gaius. And hopefully, yeah, he stripped it. And now, this here is a very annoying situation, because this situation right here is just like how much Avatara procs that stupid height gets, right? And that's the biggest issue in this fight. And we lost that fight just because the hide procced Avatara too much. But we can win this. So we're trying this one more time. So we do the exact same thing again, right? Exact same thing. This time we got a defense break on, yeah, of course, Avatara. The fucking Avatara. Seriously. But this time we got rid of the Ahmed, which is also good. But we got rid of everything now, that's even better now. Except for the hide, and we also procced a second life. So we are already in a better scenario than the fight before. And see, we won. Because it was a little bit of RNG involved. Just because of hide is just with Avatara, it's an RNG fuckfest. This guy, for example, because he does not run an Ashley, what we can do this time here is we don't need the TA to ensure that we are going first, but we want to use the izanami. Because he doesn't have that, like his units aren't that fast. So TA is a good pick if there's like an Ashley. But if there's no Ashley, he can just use the izanami for more damage. Now we do that, we outsped, now we land the defense break, hopefully, which is fine, we landed on everyone. S3. Now izanami does her thing, boom 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 boom. We do S2. And now we wanna S2. Okay, that one is super fucking shitty for us now. So this is very bad RNG now. But actually, it's maybe because the guys didn't move, we have a chance, right? We might have a chance. Yeah, and we won. So I thought actually that the guys moves before we do anything, but it seemed like that the guys didn't even get a turn. And then we look what people are. Usually you want to skip Cecilias because Cecilias are super RNG, so you don't want to fight that stuff. This guy here, we can do the same thing again. Or this guy here. What we want to do is we don't really need her, right? So we get rid of her. Put the guy so we get the extra attack, 40% attack. And we want to add the leora for him. Because we tuned his comp in this way. So we buff up, do the same thing, it's completely fine. It really does not matter what happens here, it really does not. That the only important part is here about the defense break and what happens afterwards. We do our damage, we see what survives. We can say, like, this guy will probably be dead. But let's say, for some reason, the second hit will not crit. We want to make, in this case, we want to ensure that the Everett dies because he's now, with these 3 units, the biggest threat left. So we're doing the S3. Okay, we secured the kill. And now we want to focus on the Tricky. And the Tricky is super squishy. And we want to focus on the Tricky just because Trickies can be very annoying. But it seems like his Tricky has, like, literally no relics. Then we buff up to cycle through more turns, get rid of the miss rate, land the Seer, and now because we have 1 turn of invincibility and 1 turn of attack buff left, we use the S2. It's all about getting a better understanding on how to use your cleave team, or how to, like, what team do you need to use against what. And that's it. For this guy, for example, we remove the Leo, put in the guys there, and we add the izanami because we want to have more damage, and we don't need the Tia just because he has no Ashley. And we buy another tickets. I mean, I want to make sure you guys understand what's going on. And then we can battle. And my opinion also, what I can tell you guys is, when you cleave, for those people who are interested in cleaving in PvP, okay, is when you are not, if you did not cleave before, or you're not very, like, if you don't really understand cleaving much, what you need to do for point where is, I highly recommend you to not do quick battles at all. It's not, and that I'm saying that because not that your team doesn't win if you quick battle. That's not the point. The point is that you need to do manual battles to get an understanding of your PvP team. So you know what works, what you need to do, or you know what's going on in the fights. If you just press quick battle and then you have a victory or a defeat, you don't understand why you won or lost a fight. So go in and gain experience. Then we do this thing. You can cleave without Unos and Raven. I don't have Raven. I cleave without Raven. I have Unos though. But you can use Dahlia and you can use Clara for cleaving as well. So for this guy, for example, I actually wanna change something here for this, because this is a situation where I feel like we need to make the right adjustments. So what we wanna do here is we change the loadout. So let's look at the Raven again, right? 104 plus 149. We make the Raven now faster and the TA slower. So we make some adjustments here, okay? We want to make sure in this case for iSUMMON that his Raven moves before his TA. Because I feel like he has relic issues right now, which he cannot compensate in the moment. So this is fine. So we'll look at the speed values, 288, 295, which is fine. Because usually you want to have the TA faster. But I have a high feeling that the Clara, like, even if the Unas is faster than the Clara, I have a feeling that the Clara will cut in between, like will move before the TA because the TA is not fast enough, and immunity buff the whole team, right? Or even the Unas. And to make sure that TA works, we needed to make the Raven now faster than the TA. So this is a very shitty situation because the Unas wasn't pushed. So we will lose this fight. Even now that we are pushing, we lose this. We have to try again. We have to do it again. The Unas needs to be pushed forward. Okay, we gotta push forward. We look at the speed values, right? We can see, okay, his guy is very slow, but this Ashley is now in front of our Raven because I don't think that this Ashley is actually faster than Raven, but more like he's faster because our Raven got pushed back, right? So we want to change that and move forward. And this is now the situation why I made her faster, to get rid of the immunity. Didn't work on everyone, but still fine. Now we see the Ollie moves and then our 2 units moves, but that's still fine. We push back now. We deal our damage and see what happens. So this is a very tricky situation here. So we would have won this team. So this is now an RNG. Like against this guy we can win, but it's very RNG right now. So against this guy, there's 2 things that needs to happen. So we already lost that one. And I want to showcase you that we can win this, but we just have bad RNG. So all that really needs to happen against this guy here is that the Unas pushes forward, which happened here right now, right? But what needs to happen here now is that our Raven removes the immunity and lands the defense break, which is very important here. Now this time, now this is good. This is very good now for us. We push them back to secure that we are moving and we can still win. So I'm not going to S2 now because there could be a chance of us not landing our shit, but we want to deal damage. And now we land the defense break. This is still winnable. This is still winnable. So now we focus the Gaius. And see, this time we got better RNG. And because we got better RNG, in this sense, we win this fight. So my point here is that fighting this defense, or this guy in specifically, it wasn't a fight which we cannot win, but we can actually win, right? But the RNG didn't work in our favor. So we were able to win this. So for this guy here, this is just a speed battle. This is just a speed battle. We don't really need the... so we buy another. I think iSUMMON will not mind because I'm trying to explain what he needs to do. We use the izanami because he doesn't have an Ashley. So this fight is basically decided by who's faster. And we are fast and we win. We win just because we're faster. Now we want to land the defense break. And we just do our thing. And we won. We didn't need the TA in that sense. And I think you got the understanding in comparison to the fight before where we used TA versus the fight where we don't use the TA. So for this guy, what we are trying to achieve here is he has a lot of heavy, like we're trying 2 things here, but it's testing. So we want to use Leo. And we're betting on the fact that our Unis is faster than the enemy Clara. If not, we are in trouble. Okay, we are faster. A lot. We want to land the defense break. Boom. Which we didn't do very well. Now the guys moves. Does his thing. And now we target the JJ with the Leo. And we won. Hyde is dead. And the JJ is dead to 2 threats. Yes, he still has some sort of control. But I don't think that he has enough firepower to deal with our team. So we're trying to get rid of the Gabby first because she does more damage. Now we defense break or try at least. Okay, we got the defense break and there we won. What you really need in the current cleave meta is a defense breaker. So there are 3 units you can use for cleaving, for landing a defense break, because against tank teams you need the defense break to deal enough damage. Because without a defense break it's hard. There are 3 units you can use as a defense break unit. You can either use Raven if you have her, that's one option, like iSUMMON has. You can use an R2 Zora, and you need the R2 Zora because she can land her defense break, because she then has an AoE defense break. And the other option is you use an Ethan. It would be best if he is R2, but R0 Ethan would still work because he still has an AoE defense break. And that's what we... I mean, there's also Gabby who has an AoE defense break, but it's very unreliable. So I don't think you want to use Gab. But this is something we can do the exact same thing again. The only issue I have here is that this guy is very wind heavy for iSUMMON standards. But still we try and see if we can win, even though he's very wind heavy and we are more flow heavy, right? So this is now very shitty for us. This situation is very shitty for us because we didn't land a defense break on the Ahmed and we didn't land a defense break on the Abigail. So this fight here, potentially we could lose. So here in this situation, we really want to focus the Abigail. We really want to get rid of her and hope we can crit the rest. Oh, perfect. So we got the crits. We triggered the second life of the Hyde and Leora decided to crit everything and we won. But it's not like always working that because of the miss rate, right? So this guy, for example, we can do the exact same thing again. So he isn't that wind heavy, which is good for us. And we can cleave again. We push, especially because of the Jin Yu Yao. And we try to land defense breaks. It worked. And we just do the thing we did the last fight as well. Deal our damage. And now, because these two are very low, right? Do not focus with Leo, either one of these two, because Leo's S3 will 100% kill Abigail and Leo. So instead we focus the Everett to do more damage. And the Everett doesn't do shit against the Leo because Leo has that invincibility buff. And now we don't want to use the S2 now because our units are, the HPs of our units are good right now. She has 2 turns of invincibility and using her S2 right now would waste our potential for survivability. So we focus on the gap because we don't want the Everett to revenge proc us too much. And now we do this, boom boom. And this is that. And now we want to push our team forward to get more turns, right? S1, we transform to get rid of the immunity. And now we S2. And that kills. 76k crit. We have one more. So, what do we have here? Do you guys, should I attack this defense, this tank team here, or should I attack the speed team here? I feel like for showcase purposes, we wanna attack the speed team here, which has an Ashley. So what we wanna do is we wanna use our TA. And since this Ethan is not at R2, there's a chance of us being faster. Okay, the tier is faster than us. So that's very shitty. This is not very shitty. This is immensely shitty. No. So this guy, this fight here is unwinnable. This guy, unwinnable. Just by looking at what happened, that the TA outspeeds us and not anything else. That's like, there's only one thing that could potentially happen for us to win against this guy, and that is that the tier fucks up the S3 and doesn't like push back at all. But that probably will never happen. So this guy for iSUMMON is unwinnable, just because the TA outspeeds us. So this guy is unwinnable. But this guy is winnable. And we do the same thing again. We bring in the Leo. We buy another one. Because all we really want to do is cleave. Really don't care about anything else. Get rid of the stuff here, land the defense break, which is fine. We nuke, and now we want to hit the Everett, and let's hope that Ahmed and Meredith dies. Okay, that's what we really hope for. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. And we won. We can use the S2 now, just to get damage out. We try to stun. We didn't stun. Maybe we can cleanse a little bit. Push our team forward to guarantee our extra turn. Cleanse and kill. So in my opinion, he should focus more to fight against tanky combinations. So for this guy, we can do this here. We can either bring izanami or Tia. Let's use Tia. But it really doesn't matter against this guy. It really doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that's what I mean by it doesn't really matter too much, because we got outsped very hard. And we are not gonna win this guy. We're not gonna win this guy. So, especially if you don't run light sets, it's hard to win against these teams. Especially like because that Dahlia outspeeded us, right? He really needs to farm Kronos, because that Unas is just too slow. Plus 198. That doesn't cut it. He needs at least 10 more speed. The absolute minimum 10 more speed to push a little bit further. So we have two more guys here, which we want to see like if we can actually outspeed. So we need to be pushed forward, which happened. Now we push forward. And now we see that the Clara moves. So this is now a very interesting situation here. And that is why we made Raven faster than TA. And why we brought here. That this is now a situation where I can 100% showcase why you want to bring TA into this fight. You see the turn order. Raven moves, then Tia moves, then the Clara moves, then our Gaius moves, enemy Ashley moves, our Ashley moves. Let's look at the speed values. 99%. Gaius, 100%. So what we're trying to do is we use the S3 now. Try to get rid of the immunity. Land defense breaks. Perfectly fine right now. Now, from the turn order you see, the Clara moves next. And then afterwards the Gaius basically, and there's stuff happening. But nonetheless, Gaius and then Ashley. But now what should happen now after using the S3 is, so she got pushed forward, is fine. But now we push the Clara back, which was important, so she doesn't cleanse the death breaks. And our Ashley now moves before the Gaius, so we can attack buff. And now we can S3 and do the God King. And we won. And we won this fight now because we brought Tia in it. If we would have brought Izanami, we wouldn't have won this fight. Because we weren't able to, like with Izanami, we aren't able to AP manipulate. So against an Ashe, you want to bring the TA. Against this guy, for example, we don't need TA. We can bring Izanami to add more damage. Even though we don't really need it, but nonetheless we will still use her just because we can, right? And we outspeed, and because we outspeed, we win by default. You do our thing. So TA for us isn't really needed because there's no AP manipulation, which can be... So this thing can be annoying, the speed buff here. The speed buff now can actually fuck us. But we pushed him back with our Ashley. So we are safe. Also, I have no idea why. Oh, she's on Avatara, used her S1 and pushed herself. That's why. So, if you want to know why the Sienna moved, is because after we did our attack, this enemy Sienna is on Avatara. She decided to proc Avatara, used her S1, 20% AP pushed herself, and that's why she got the turn to S3, S2. And this fight we already won because it's just an Ahmed. There's also one thing I didn't pay attention to, and that's his ability mode, like his skill ups. I want to check this one after this. Because that's also very important. Let's look at his S-Bus, his guys real quick. So his guys is max skilled, this is fine. His Ashley is something I want to look at. His Ashley has 0 skill ups. I don't like that his Ashley has no skill ups, by the way. So let me see, he only has 4. He really wanna max his Ashley. iSUMMON, you wanna put abiliments into your Ashley. Put abiliments in her. Also for relic farming purposes and stuff like that, put abiliments into your Ashley. Do that. She 100% has no. Okay, that's fine. Has Leo. Leo's max skilled. Okay, that's fine. Is he max skilled? You also wanna kinda, I mean, okay, it's fine. She doesn't need it. Then what other unit did we use? The Raven, right? Does Raven even need skill ups though? Damage. She doesn't really need it. She doesn't really need it. But yeah, you definitely wanna put skill ups into your Ashley. This stuff you can fight. And once we have our 6 Hati, this girl here, we can actually test her, how good she is in PvP. But we will fight this guy with this here. So the best thing he can do right now is, because he doesn't have the fastest set, is to kinda avoid speedy defenses. He can test the waters, but this is probably something he wanna avoid for the time being and focus more on tanky defenses. Because they tend to be a little bit easier. As long as you have a defense break. Now we focus on this guy. This is, by the way, still winnable. This is still winnable. Especially in these situations, that is why I'm saying the Ashley needs to be max skilled. Because now in this situation, the attack buff in the next round would help us a lot. So this is now lost. This now is lost. There's no way for us to win this. No way in hell we can win this. But that was bad RNG as well. That was bad RNG just because she didn't land her defense break on all of them. And she kind of fucked us over because she killed the Leo, and the Leo was kind of important to deal with the hide. But that's all I wanted to showcase on iSUMMON. So, and for your defense, since we changed things, for you want to use TA and Leo. This will be your defense for now. This is the best thing you can do. Not izanami, because as I showcased you with Ashley's, so he has a way to play around with things, right? Oh, actually, no, wait. You need to make an adjustment. Sorry, you need to make an adjustment. So, he kind of needs the damage though. No, but he needs the Raven. Actually, it would be best if he had like a Raven on a Zeus set. I feel like that would be even better. I didn't check his Zeus sets, but I feel like since he says he's lacking speed, might be hard for him to get the speed on a Zeus set. But yeah, that's what we that's what we did. We helped now iSUMMON. TLDR, iSUMMON, what you need to do is focus on farming Chronos, farm gold, get more speed on your pusher, make your DPS speedier, more power, and then you can go even further. So we went from 0.13 to 14, and I'm 100% sure we can easily go to 15, maybe to 16, maybe, if we really are picky about our fights. But what he really needs is more speed, overall speed on his units. That's what he needs, overall speed on his units. So a lot of Chronos farming. Get your wind relics and your war relics and farm a shit ton Chronos. Don't farm anything else, focus just Chronos and you will get there. And now I wanna log into my account back. Bruh. I do verification code login because I have no idea always what my password is. Okay, and we are back on my account. We have one ticket. And now I can show you, and now guys, I can show you what a real cleave looks like. So we can look at all these defenses, right? So this guy we fuck completely over. I changed my whole kit. I'm not running a tier because I don't need the tier because I know I'm faster. Okay, I just simply don't need it. I just don't. I could bring because there's an Ashley and a Fang. If I wanna be safe, if I wanna be safe, I bring a TA now. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. That's fine, I don't really care. We just get rid of the Ollie. And that's it. If I wanted to be safe, I would have brought the TA. But I did not care. Really. And we can do it one more time. For this guy, we just don't need it. We just don't need it. Let me check real quick how much points. Dude, like for point was 17, I don't get anything. So I personally, I don't like fighting Cecilias because Cecilia for me is just an RNG fuckfest. Cecilia is for me personally an RNG fuckfest, so I don't fuck with them. So I just skip Cecilias in general. Sometimes I can win against Cecilias, but it's just so RNG, I just don't want to deal with it. For this guy, I just use this team. I can quick battle, but I feel like you don't learn things if I do that. We just do our thing, we buff up, then we land our defense break with the Ethan, and just do what I showcased. I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm not inventing the wheel or some shit like that. And I really don't care about his units at all. I just get rid of them. Because nothing he can do will help him to win this battle. Like, and all my units are super fucking fast. Like, what do we have here? The same guy. Oh, actually, you know what the funny thing is? Let's do one refill. And instead of izanami, we use TA. So my TA has relics and shit like that. So we use TA against this guy. So we just fought this guy, right? We won. But let's do it again, but this time with TA. So we buff up. We just outspeed this guy. Boom, land our defense break. So the only reason, if I wanted to be safe, if I literally wanted to be safe, I could have used not the S2 but the S3 of the Ethan to not trigger Ashley's effect. The only reason, so the reason why I'm targeting the Ollie and not anything else is because I really don't want Ollie to trigger his effect to protect someone. And also, if Ollie's the lowest, he cannot really protect something because he dies first. Boom. 1. Because he's low HP, and because he's low HP, he dies and cannot protect. If he's higher HP, he can actually protect something. This guy here, we don't need the TA. Fuck the TA. We just bring izanami. And let me check real quick. Yeah, basically. We bring the izanami. I actually do account reviews, but I will not do any more account reviews today because I just finished doing one. Which I also will edit and upload to YouTube. Because it's late, it's 11:40 p.m. for me. Also, my girlfriend just called me. I have to call her back. So, give me a break. It also took me like 40 minutes to just make the adjustments. So this guy, for example, this will be now an interesting battle. Because this guy has an R2 Ethan. So this is a battle between the Ethans. So this is now just a speed battle. Who is faster? And I'm guessing that I will be faster against this guy. But if I wouldn't have Ethan, no way in hell I could outspeed this guy. No way in hell. It's literally impossible. Like, also very... one thing you need to know, guys. If someone has an R2 Ethan in their team, no way in hell you outspeed them if you don't have an R2 Ethan yourself. No way in hell. Unless this guy has like 0 speed. You won't outspeed. You need an R2 Ethan yourself. That is an actual requirement. An actual requirement. See? So this guy here is Gabby. If I wouldn't have brought Ethan, he would have outsped me. I really don't care too much that he cut. That really doesn't matter too much. The only annoying thing, though, is that now... this is kind of tough. This is kind of tough. I really don't want to give him any more... okay, wait. So, let me think this through real quick. We need to target this guy. So this will be a close one. Okay, we won. We won. We got rid of the CJ. I forgot that I actually skill resetted him. Fucking Nusi needs nerf. Needs a nerf. 100%. GG. I totally forgot about the panic gaze. That the CJ couldn't use his S3. If he used his S3, we probably would have lost, but that was fine. Hattori is using a tank dev. This guy is using Weird Team and Outer Gods. So, why is he using this? Like, he's kind of copying what I'm doing, but a bit different. Nonetheless, so how do we fight this guy? We remove, do this. And for me personally, I use Leo myself. I do the exact same thing as I just showed with our iSUMMON's account, right? Like, you just see I'm not doing much of a different thing, right? The only difference is on his account we used an Raven and I'm using an R2 Ethan. That's the only difference here. In point war 18. So we just do our thing. It really doesn't matter too much. Boom, we trigger the JJ. Now that's the funniest part now. The JJ doesn't do shit because of Leo. And the armor doesn't do shit either when he's alone. And that's simply how you win these fights. And this guy here, for example, we just outspeed because we have the Ethan. I could bring anything else, but we just bring the Ethan. Yeah, thank you guys. If you didn't subscribe to my channel, subscribe now. Um, from me, you get a lot of PvP insight. Not really PvE. I can tell you like you can use this and that for PvE, but that's about it. I have like a couple of funny things for PvE, but in general, like PvP is what I'm all about, PvP. So what do we target here? We really want to get rid of the Jinyu Yao. Really don't care about the rest because they will die anyway. So Unas and Fang will be dead from Leo as free anyways. So, but I want to make sure that the Jin dies. So I target her. See? And that's what I mean. And because in that rotation, so there's a different thing happening here from iSUMMON. What I'm doing on my account for my Clave team is that my Leo moves before my Gaius. And there's a very specific reason for that, because the synergy of these two is actually very good together. So when you have Leo moving before Gaius, what you're doing there is basically you're trying to get rid of tanky shit with Leo. And because I have R4 and she gets extra crit damage when she kills units, I can get rid of units, increase her own crit damage, and afterwards, after I killed a couple of units, there are less targets left, right? And because there are less targets left, Gaius can deal even more damage to the surviving enemies. So I can make sure to boom and dead. And that's why my Leo moves before my Gaius. So I have less targets for my guys to hit. And I just love cleaving. Guys, I'm not about tank shit. I hate fucking tank shit. I just hate tanking. That's just super annoying to me. This fight here we can win. You know, but actually wait, so he's using a Fang and he has our speedy. Now we just use this. Oh, I don't have any tickets. I don't want to buy any tickets, to be honest. I don't want to buy any tickets now. Oh, fuck. So the only thing I just skipped, to be honest, are Cecilias, because I fucking hate Cecilias. I just fucking hate Cecilias. That's it. I just hate Cecilias. This guy is food. So I just click a quick battle and win. This is food. So I see this defense, I know food. So this one, quick battle, win. I see this guy, I probably skip just because Cecilia. I see this guy, I skip because Cecilia. I could use something tanky, but I just don't like fighting Cecilias. That's it. I just don't like it. So I'm just giving you like my general idea how I would win against people. I see this guy, I see Cecilia. Okay, no, I don't want to fight this guy. I see this guy, I see this guy. So this guy here, for example, I do this, press quick battle, win. Or actually, I probably, for this guy alone, I would not do quick battle actually, because of the JJ. And because of that, I would actually manual, just so I can, with Leo, target the JJ, get rid of him, and then the rest dies anyways, and that's it. If you want to learn, guys, I want to show you something. If you want to learn about PvE, what a unit does, or how good a unit is in PvP, what I can recommend you watching, like, because I don't have time right now to account review, because my girlfriend is waiting for me to call her back, okay? We can do it a different time, maybe tomorrow, but probably more likely on Sunday, I guess. Tomorrow will be maybe a little bit difficult for me, but Sunday. What I want to show you is give me a second here. Okay, here we go. So this is my YouTube channel, @MaTeIRiA. I mean, you're on my stream, so you know my channel already. So this is my channel, right? Those are my videos. If you are interested in PvP, let me move this thing here to the side, to the left. If you're interested in PvP, right? Watch this video. I made a video, Ultimate Tier List, the only PvP tier list you need, April 2023. It's a 2 hours long video. I highly recommend watching you so you get a general understanding of every unit in PvP for every and